Greetings.
Come and take a gun.
Meister of Longsword von Frankfurt. I challenge all die guten Fechter here to test their art against me. Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
Who are you?
Ich bin Menhard, ein Meister des Langschwerts aus Frankfurt. You will not find ein besser Meister for miles around, I tell you. And with whom do I have die Ehre? Who are you?
Henry. I'm pleased to meet you.
Heinrich. Sehr schön. A famous German König once also bore that name. He contributed to the founding of the Heiliges Römisches Reich. A wise diplomat and brave warrior. Since you carry such a name, I offer you a duel. You can prove you too possess the courage and soul of a warrior. And do not bring shame to your famous name. When you show me how you handle a sword, I can tell you what to improve.
Do you normally challenge people to duels on the street?
No, normalerweise nicht. But things in Kuttenberg sind nicht normal. I came from Frankfurt to teach the art des Fechtens on the invitation of your King Wenzel. But here in Kuttenberg, I have been treated with disrespect and dishonesty. Nobody cares about the king's decision. That is why I must defend my claim in another way. Where words fail, das Schwert shall speak. Therefore I issue challenges to duels. I am looking for brave men to take them on as Studenten. The rest I want to prove cowards.
Are you really the best swordsman in these parts?
Richtig. No man is besser. Certainly not the Kuttenberger Fechter, who falsely call themselves Meister. I am the only true Meister here. If you do not believe me, try me. I challenge you to a duel mit Langschwertern.
All right. At least we'll see if you're telling the truth, or just puffing out your chest.
Wunderbar. I always like a good Kampf. But the Schwerter will be blunt, yeah? We do not want to lose our handsome faces, no? I'll lend you ein Schwert, aber kein Harnisch. No armor, only clothing. That is the best Kampf.
Sure. Just training swords. No armor. Works for me.
Good. Take off the steel and armor. You can keep your gambeson and let us get to work. Ich bin ein Meisterfechter.
All right, Menhard. I'm ready for a duel.
Gut, Heinrich. How about eine Wette?
Wette?
Wie sagt man das? A bet for some groschen, yeah? If you believe in yourself.
Naturally. We're not going to work up a sweat for nothing, right? A nice wager will bring some tension into it.
Good, good. I like your attitude. We have spoken enough. Let us do it. So, Heinrich, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Wanker!
That's enough! You know full well you've no right to conduct the art of sword fighting here. That's the privilege of our brotherhood.
Halt die Klappe. I am Meister of Longsword. You well know this right we have from the charter of your King Wenzel himself.
Meister Menhard, Let me remind you that your petition was discussed by the town council, and your claim was rejected.
That decision was not just, and it went against the will of your king.
It's no use arguing, Deutscher. The council represents the king, and the council has decided in his name. Nicholas of Prague here is also a master longswordsman, and we don't need another. Any more than we need your foreign poses.
All right then. So while we face your Nikolaus or any other man, we shall see then who is der wahre Meister and who is just full of hot air.
Well, I'm ready when you are, Master Menhart.
No, I forbid any dueling here.
Master Nicholas, do not allow yourself to be provoked by this German cock-baiting. No doubt where they come from, they would rather hack each other in the streets than respect law and order. But here, we have more sense and dignity. If anyone is to clash swords here, it will only be when our brotherhood convenes a tournament, not when some Hundsfott feels like it.
Fick dich, du Metzgerschwein. Enough of this, all of you! The council has decided this matter, and I won't waste any more time with your squabbling. You've infringed on our regulations, and it's not the first time. You'll pay a fine.
Scheiße. That is ungerecht. Not just.
And you will be banished from the town, so that nothing like this happens again.
Wait a moment, Counselor. You might not know it, but Menhard here comes from a noble family. His uncle is the brave knight, Alberic von
Feildorf.
Right. And as a noble, he must be tried according to city law.
Don't imagine...
Henry.
Don't imagine, Henry, that the Kuttenberg councillors are incapable of keeping order, even among the nobility. But we are also capable of prudently showing magnanimity and restraining hostility between the classes. This time we'll let it go with just a warning. You will not be banished from the town, but I warn you, should this be repeated again, it will not be overlooked.
Ich verstehe, Ratsherr. Yes.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Nevertheless, you have actually been conducting the art of sword fighting illicitly. You shall therefore pay a fine, to which the Kuttenberg Sword-Fighting Brotherhood will be entitled for the infringement of their right, which also applies to your eloquent spokesman, Henry.
Counselor, that would be all well and good if things were as you say. That's not actually how it is. Because Meister Menhard here was not conducting any sword-fighting art.
Horseshit! What else would you be meeting up here with swords for, eh?
If he had actually been conducting the art of sword fighting, but Master Menhard here was only defending his honor in a duel because I wronged him.
Yeah, that is true.
Every man has the right to defend his honor. But tell me, how exactly did you offend Master Menhard so inexcusably that it came to swords?
I mocked Menhard's sword-fighting skill.
Good for you. Menhard is only a master of loudmouth talk.
Come and prove it, du Feigling. We will see who is the Meister and who the loudmouth.
Easy, Emmeram. Don't do anything you might regret later. From what I hear, Master Menhard's art is not to be taken lightly.
Das stimmt.
What difference does that make? We've got you, Master, Nicholas. We don't need another master. Or do you think this here German is better than you?
Certainly not. No man here is a better master than I.
Why do we not test each other then?
Quiet! Stop this, all of you! I've had quite enough of your comparing cocks. Menhard was sword fighting here. That's indisputable. He breached the ban, and he will compensate the Kuttenberg Brotherhood. Ende.
Such audacity! I will not pay any Geldstrafe. Und schon gar nicht to this coward and cheat. Das ist ungerecht.
Enough of this. You will pay, or get 20 lashes of the cane in the stocks.
Scheiß drauf.
Verdammt! I will not put up with such disgrace. I would rather let you have your silber.
Henry?
I understand. I don't want to go to the stocks. Here are the groschen I owe you.
Excellent. So, the matter is resolved. But if anything like this happens again, it will be the pillory for you. Alles klar?
Ja, ja, ich verstehe. Komm, Heinrich. We still have business to attend to. We are lodging in the Schenke Kaiser Karl, not far from here on Merchantstraße. We will discuss our business there.
Ha! You can do nothing to us.
You could kiss my ass.
Count yourself lucky you had your pal here. Otherwise, we'd have dragged you out of town with our teeth.
Dummheit! You would lose your teeth blitzschnell and end up on your arsch.
Stop this shit, all of you! I'm sure you all have better things to do. So off you go!
Fine day. Fine wares. Come and take your pick.
My wares will bring you joy.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
Bowls, pots, pot lids.
Well, you're hard to see past all these wares.
Let it go, or there'll be trouble. No one gives a fuck about what you have to say.
I'll say what I want, where I want, you whoreson.
Enough, damn it!
I'll show you.
Don't hit him!
Why did you do that? That hit home.
How terrible!
Ich habe Hunger.
Look here, Menhard.
Danke, Heinrich, for standing up for us. You handled it well with the Friedusch. Schade aber, that we had to pay that Strafe. It is a disgrace. Auf jeden Fall, it is not over yet with those Kuttenberger Fechter. We must somehow compete with them to preserve our honor and glory. It is not possible that a Meister such as I can be rejected and humiliated.
Richtig. Es muss Gerechtigkeit geben.
Listen, Menhard. Tell me what it's all about. You have some charter from King Wenceslas.
Ja, genau.
Well, actually, I'd be interested in knowing everything.
Of course. Hör mal. Your King Wenzel sent me the charter and invited me here to Kuttenberg to set up a Bruderschaft der Fechter. I should serve here for 3 Jahre and teach Fechter. Then I would choose a new Meister from among them who would take my place when I went back to Frankfurt.
How come you came all this way for that? Wouldn't you be better off in Frankfurt?
Ja, aber King Wenzel promised much Geld. But the most important is my honor and my duty to teach good Fechten. The Frankfurt Meisters of Longsword traveled us and start sword fighting schools in towns of Deutschland und anderen Ländern. And one cannot refuse an invitation from the tschechischen König. King Wenzel promised it would all be settled by the Kuttenberg Stadtrat. But before we got here, alles war anders. Ein neuer Stadtrat. Wenzel held captive and König Sigismund here with a big army. What is more, there was here already a Bruderschaft der Fechter. And Meister Nikolaus aus Prague came at the invitation of the Metzger Emmeram and other Bürger. Sigismund named a new Stadtrat and they accepted Nikolaus and rejected our Charter. That is why I muss mich duellieren with Nikolaus and the anderen, to defend my guten Ruf and mein Recht. Aber they have refused, made cowardly excuses, and want to get rid of uns.
But our right remains. The Charta vom König Wenzel spricht klar.
Ja, we cannot just walk away and allow this öffentliche shame to continue.
Menhard, ich habe dis Idee. Aber Problem ist, we need a third man. Aber jetzt Schicksalsschmeiß upon us. Und Heinrich ist hier.
Verstanden.
Heinrich will greifen us an der Arme. Ein einfacher kleiner Einbruch and we will beat them in their own game.
What's he saying?
We need your help, Heinrich. You will have to do a little theft for us. It is an easy job, keine Sorge.
All right.
Look here. If you want me to go breaking in and stealing, you better tell me what for.
I understand your concern. I think we said it a little too schnell. It is not exactly stealing. We'll just borrow something from the Kuttenberger Fechter. We will return everything as we should after it is done. We cannot do it ourselves, because our Gesichter are too well known around here. So we have to ask you. You will not get in any trouble from this, I promise. Because we will show we are in the right. Believe me, we will reward you well. I will teach you much in the Kunst des Schwerts.
All right. I have a feeling you're in the right. And besides, you serve King Wenceslas. You can count on me.
Wunderbar.
Also zugestimmt? You will not be sorry. I will teach you many secrets of die Kunst des Schwertes. I will make you a great Fechter. Arne, lass es uns hören.
Also, es ist einfach. You must into der Fechthalle einbrechen und ihr Gildenschwert stehlen and then hang it am Rathaus.
Menhard?
Es ist so. You must break into their sword fighting hall and steal their
Day?
Gildenschwert. Guild sword. They must not see you. You can recognize the sword sicher. It is surely a Meisterwerk. Then you must hang it on the Rathaus for alle Bürger to see. But no one must see you. Vielleicht it is best to go at night? Verstehst du?
I'm starting to understand your plan. The Kuttenberg swordsmen display their guild sword on the town hall to announce that they're accepting challenges, right? Except they would never do that themselves. So, we'll give them a little nudge. They won't be able to back down, and Menhard will get the duel he wants.
Exactly, Heinrich. I see you know a lot about Fechter traditions. That makes me happy.
Where do I find that sword fighting hall?
Natürlich hier in Kuttenberg, near the new gate. There on the corner is the Badehaus of Herr Adam. Die Fechthalle, the sword fighting hall, is behind it, opposite the small burg on the Burgenstraße. Hradek Quarter. Du wirst sie leicht finden. They have a shield hanging up, and you will hear the swords ring.
All right, I'll steal their guild and shirt and hang it on the town hall. Klar. By the way, would this by any chance be the sword you mean?
Heilige Scheiße!
Das ist wirklich das Gildenschwert! How is it possible?
I reckon fate saw what was coming and whispered in my ear what I should do.
Ich verstehe. Also, better not to go into it and just thank fate.
Und danke, Heinrich.
Now, the Gildenschwert must be hung on the Rathaus. Better to do it at Nacht, when less eyes are open. Aber ich denke, you have some experience in that, nicht wahr?
A bit. Trust me, I know how to do these things. The sword will be on the rat house by tomorrow, for all to admire.
Gut, Heinrich. Sehr gut.
Die Wolle. That sounds like a...
Menhard, there's this one thing. Before Friedrich and the rest came, I won our duel in town.
Das stimmt. Fortuna smiled on you. You would not have the same luck again, be assured. But it is true. You won fair and square. And because I am fair too, here are your Groschen.
Danke, Menhard. What's it like in Germany?
Ach, viel Politik, was sonst? It is better to avoid it. Everyone in the Reich watches only their own interest. Die Kurfürsten most of all. And the Kaiser, who would bring Ordnung? There is none now. And what is more, there are zwei Päpste. One in Rome and one in Avignon in Frankreich. There is confusion in the Imperium now.
Tell me about where you're from. Frankfurt.
Die freie Reichsstadt Frankfurt is a huge and glorious city. Dreimal bigger than Kuttenberg. Tall steeples, rich houses, strong walls, beautiful Kirchen and große Messen. The Emperor Karl der Große himself founded it. There is no more lovely Stadt under the sun.
Große Messen. Big mess.
Nein! Big markets, like you never have seen. Not even in Prague are there such. Goods come to Frankfurt from far and wide, especially fabrics. You can find better nowhere.
My word. I'd love to see that one day.
You should. He who has not been in Frankfurt does not know what a city is. City air brings freedom, and nowhere more than in Frankfurt.
What's this righteous state?
Freie Reichsstadt? It means we are directly subject to the Kaiser. More rights for uns, Bürger. Better status in the Reich. Something like Kuttenberg. That is also directly under the crown. But in Frankfurt, der König der Römer is usually elected.
Well, well. One town is not like another.
Genau.
How is it with your sword-fighting brotherhood?
Naja, in Frankfurt are the greatest Meister of all martial arts. Jeder weiß das. Whatever weapon or technique you can think of, wir Frankfurter know it. Glaub mir. If anyone does not believe me, I will challenge him to a duel. That is also why your King Wenzel came to us when he was looking for gute Fechter.
Are you really that good? I'm not convinced.
Doch. Glaub mir, verdammt. Some say that in Augsburg or Nürnberg there are bessere Meister. Aber they cannot match our Bruderschaft. They are good, but we are die Besten. Anyone who is a Meister in Nürnberg, he has learned from uns. Ich sage dir, Heinrich, one day the Kaiser will acknowledge our Bruderschaft as the greatest Meister in the whole Reich. And then we will teach Fechten to everyone.
Tell me something about yourself, Menhard.
So ask.
What does a master sword fighter like you actually do? I mean, apart from teaching the art, of course.
The same as here. According to the rules of the Frankfurter Bruderschaft, I travel and establish Schwertkampfschule and also see Fechter in other lands and improve my art. Sometimes I also am hired to fight a duel for someone else, or prepare someone for such a duel.
Tell me, have you ever been in a famous duel?
Yeah, I went to Lombardy to see how they are good with sword there, because I heard they have good Meister, and it is true. I crossed swords in Milan with Meister Luca Beneventi. The Prince of Milan came to watch our Gefecht, and also many of the lords there. We fought with Longsword, sword and shield, and pole arms, and also ringen. First in armor, then in light clothing.
My word. Did you win?
Nein, it was undecided. But the Prince of Milan gave us both fine horses and much Geld. He said he had never seen such a nice Gefecht.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Ave Maria. Don't be... Shy, come closer and take a look. Quality goods here. Apples.
Grant you will.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
Master Menhart, the sword is at the town hall.
Wunderbar, Heinrich. Let's go right now. It will not take long before the Kuttenbergers hear of this.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Natürlich. Just do not forget to pretend you are surprised.
Fucking thieves.
No, no. We can't take it back now. We'd look like fools.
Na, was haben wir denn hier? I see the Kuttenberg Bruderschaft has made a challenge to combat. So, I see you have endlich worked up the courage to face us in public.
There's no need for mocking, Menhart. We've made our challenge, as you can see.
Wunderbar. Das freut uns.
Genau! We accept your challenge.
Well, since we've arrived at this point, listen up. It's time to put an end to this bickering. Besides, it will only benefit our town if the best of the sword-fighting masters takes charge here. So, whoever emerges as the victor of your tournament shall win the right to lead the sword-fighting brothership here. That will bring a just close to this whole affair.
Bei allen Heiligen, you have decided wisely, Friedrich. It will be seen that it is we who were right from the start.
No way! You can't do this, Friedrich. We set up the sword-fighting brotherhood. Stay out of it.
You said yourself that we shouldn't go against the will of the council. And Friedrich here is a councillor, isn't he?
Shut up! This is a matter for the burghers.
Calm yourself, friend. It's not such a big deal, is it? We'll compete honestly against these Germans, and then we'll finally have peace from them.
All right, Nicholas. Let's show them Deutschers how we sword fight here. Because we ain't afraid of no one. You want combat? You'll get it. 3 members of our brotherhood will fight with 3 of yours. Each will have a bout with all 3 opponents, and we'll see who wins the most.
Du Schwindler! You know there are only 2 of us.
I agree with Emerem's proposal.
Kein Problem, Arne. We also have one promising student, nicht wahr?
Richtig. I'll fight on Menhard's side.
Gut, Heinrich. Gut.
Agreed, then. The duels will begin when you're all ready, with long swords and in gambesons. And don't delay getting started.
Don't you worry. We'll crush them Deutschers in a jiffy.
Pah! You have no chance gegen uns.
I look forward to crossing swords with you, Meister Menhart.
Ja, ich auch. Komm, Heinrich. We must prepare for the Fechten. So, Heinrich, you have heard it yourself. Some good news, finally. We shall engage the Kuttenberger and confirm our privilege from King Wenzel to operate here our sword-fighting Bruderschaft. And it is all due to you. Danke, Heinrich.
You can count on me, Menhart. It will be an honor to fight by your side and enforce the will of our King Wenceslas.
Genau, Heinrich. But first, we must make you one of us and accept you into our Bruderschaft.
All right. Is that a problem?
Nein, nein. You must only take an oath and undergo a test. We cannot just take everyone. That is our Regel. You must show that you have some skill with a Schwert and that you will not bring us shame in the Gefecht. So we know that you will not lose your life in combat.
Surely that's not necessary. After all, I defeated you the first time we met, remember?
Na ja, you are right. Herrgott, you must have been sehr glücklich. But you fought well, yes. And you showed that you have some skill. So, we can receive you into our Bruderschaft sofort.
Menhard, I'd like to join your brotherhood.
Certainly. Let us go somewhere more geeignet, so it has some class. Each new member must pay for acceptance. But in your case, since you have helped us, I will relieve you of that obligation.
Danke, Menhard.
And now, the oath. Arne will be the witness.
I will be honored.
Kneel, Heinrich. Hör gut zu. Do you solemnly swear that you shall act honorably and justly, and that you shall not bring shame upon your name or mine, or bring disgrace to the sword-fighting Bruderschaft, that you shall defend and adorn the reputation of the Bruderschaft and its rules, and that you shall heed my word in these matters, that you shall diligently train in the art of the Longsword, and not allow yourself to be shamed in combat, that you shall thus act for the greater glory of our Bruderschaft and our martial art, place your hand on this sword and swear.
By our good King Wenceslas, I do so swear.
Stand as one of us. Heinrich, I hereby name you my student in the art of sword fighting.
All honor to you, Heinrich. It is good that you have come among us.
And now listen to your first lesson and always remember this principle. It is not important to strike, but to strike and wound.
I'll remember that, Menhart.
Gut, Heinrich. I shall make a great Fechter out of you one day. Let me know when you are ready. We will get to work and cross swords with the Kuttenbergers. Grüß Gott.